Sits back in the circle. Sits back in the circle. The pitch. That misses for a ball 4. So back-to-back walks given up by Danny Sitz, and that's going to put runners on at first and second. That's going to bring up Adeline Fleege to the plate. Fleege, she's batting .304 on the season, 21 base hits, 15 RBIs. She has 5 doubles and 2 home runs. The first pitch on the way. That misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch shows bunt. That's in there for strike 1-1. Danny gets back in the circle. Gets her sign. Comes set. And the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball, 2-1. Game time temperature today. Sitting at roughly at 74 degrees. South-southwest winds at 8 miles an hour. Next pitch, line drive left field side. That's going to be foul. Now evens count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Plus to get up in about low to mid 80s here this afternoon after the day is all said and done. It's a beautiful day for softball. Said she has a 3.59 ERA. She has pitched 62 in the third innings going into the day. She's getting up 72 hits, 45 run, 32 of them earned. Next pitch, line shot left center field. Hughes and Carroll getting underneath there. No, Carroll doesn't make the play. Ball, that's going to drop for a base hit. One run's going to come around and score. That's going to be Noel, and the Mustangs come out to a 1-0 lead. So an RBI single there from Fleege. So now that moves Harold to second. And that's going to bring up Josie Hernandez to the plate. She's going to catch today. Finish up on Danny there. She has 48 strikeouts to her credit this season, along with 33 walks. First pitch to Hernandez is low and inside for a ball, 1-0. First and second, 1 out. Top half of inning number 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. See if Danny can keep hitters off balance here and limit the damage as Morningside's already played a run. Like I mentioned, just joining us, we were starting about 5 to 7 minutes early here today. So if you're just joining us, you've missed 1 run so far. Next pitch, line drive to center field. Carroll going back, still going back, gets underneath it. Runner tags. Play at third base is going to be not in time. So Harrell advances to third. Nice throw there from Carroll to get the ball in. Almost gets the tag from Skinner. But that's going to be a fly out to center field from Hernandez. And that's going to bring Lillian Harris to the plate. Morningside is 8-2 in their last 10 games. They last played last Wednesday at Dort. They got a split. They won the first game 3-2 and then lost game 2 7-2. First pitch to Harris. That's down the plate for a strike. Runner goes. She steals a base easy. That's Fleege. So she steals a base. So now you have runners at second and third now with 2 outs. .1-0 count here to Harris. The 1-0. Up and tight for a ball, 2-0. Hastings 3-7 in their last 10 games. They lost to Concordia back on April 6th, 2-0 and 8-3. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. That's going to be low and outside for a ball, 2-1. So after today, Hastings don't play until this coming Friday. They play at Northwestern and then play at Briar Cliff on Saturday. 2-1. That misses for a ball, 3-1. Next pitch, top left side. That's going to be caught over there by Graff, and that's going to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit. There were no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Morningside 1, Hastings coming to bat, as this is Broncos softball.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated, and sometimes we did better at that than others, but...
It only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family, and so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close, we have each other, we get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can. As long as we can.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back at the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. Bottom half of inning number 1. The order's going to go like this for Coach Troy Baker. Kate Kapler is going to lead off. Sophia Carroll batting second. Lexi Budloff batting third. And Lauren Lee batting the cleanup spot. Kaylee Pino batting 5th. Anna Madero's batting 6th. Sam Skinner batting 7th. Reagan Hughes batting 8th. And Gracie Graff going to bat in the 9-hole spot. As Fleegee's going to get the first pitch here to Sophia Carroll. Or, excuse me, Kate Kapler. It's going to be a fly ball to left field, caught by Doherty and left. So first 1 pitch, 1 out here for Fleegee. Give her statistics. Here, she's a 1.75 ERA. She's 11-5 record on the season. She's pitched 92 innings, give up 74 hits, 33 runs, 23 of them earned. She has walked 23 batters, but she also struck out 84. Now Sophia Carroll now to the plate here for the Broncos. First pitch to Sophia is going to be missed for a ball, 1-0. Carroll batting .282 on the season. She has 22 hits, 8 RBIs, and 12 walks. The 1-0. That's down the heart of the plate for a strike, 1-1. So Fleegee pitching, Hernandez behind the plate, Garrett's at first, Noel at second, Jones at third, and Skradsky at short. Doherty in left, Barwick in center, and Harrell in right. The 1-1. So Carroll drives this thing to left. That's going to be well out of play on top of the play area. That's going to bring the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mentioned Hastings College baseball is on the road at Waldorf. Next pitch, called, strike 3. That's going to be strikeout number 1 here for Fleegee, and that's going to bring up Lexi Mudloff to the plate. Lexi's hitting .301 on the season. She has 28 base hits, 14 RBIs. She has 9 doubles and a home run. First pitch on the way. Here to Lexi. That's in there for a strike on 1. Baseball teams at Waldorf, they dropped game 1 today, and they're up right now 12-2 right now in game number 2 up in Forest City, Iowa. The 0-1. That's in there for a strike. Change up 0-2. Games got moved. Saturday games for baseball got moved also to today. Then a long bus ride home from Forest City, Iowa. The 0-2. Chopper out front of the plate. That's going to pick up by Fleege. She picks it up in time, fires it first. And the Broncos go down in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We're through one. Morningside 1. Hastings nothing. And this is Bronco softball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Bill Smith Softball Complex. Morningside with a 1-0 lead here and going to the top half of inning number 2. 7, 8, 9 deer up is going to be Guritz, Skradsky, and Barwick. As Danny sits, goes back into the circle here for HC. First pitch on the way. That's we foul back, 0-1. As I went to break, now it's 13-2. Hastings with the lead. I'm waiting for the... Nope, it's now 14 or 15 or something like that. I'm waiting for that. Nope, it's still 13-2. So 13-2, the baseball team is with the lead up at Waldorf. The 0-1 here in the softball diamond is going to be fouled out of play. Now brings the count now to no balls and 2 strikes. Guritz. 7-hole hitter here for the Mustangs. The 0-2, that's well outside for a ball, 1-2. Like I said, 304 batting average here for Morningside. The 1-2. Foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. Morningside with the only lone run scored here in top half inning number 1 on an RBI single by Fleege. That scored Jalen Noel. The 1-2. Fouled back again. Going across the country, the college ranks. And the softball diamond, Nebraska was up at Madison, Wisconsin, as they have a 4-0 lead in top half inning number 4. Husker baseball team's out in Eugene, Oregon, getting ready to play the rubber match against the Ducks. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Guritz goes down swinging. First strikeout of the afternoon here for Danny Sitz. So Nebraska and Oregon, like I said, split game 1. Nebraska lost 7-6 on Friday, and then Nebraska came back, was down 5-0 yesterday. Ended up winning 10-8 yesterday. So now the rubber match as the Huskers try to get another series win out in Eugene. First pitch on the way to Jenna Skradsky. He's going to be up and tight for a ball. Skradsky's hitting .250 on the season. She has 19 base hits, 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple. Next pitch, back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Here's Skradsky, the Morningside shortstop. Sits, gets the ball back in the circle. Gets her sign. Comes set, and the pitch. Fouls this one right side, gets out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grassy back in the box, and comes set, and the pitch. Line shot to the left center field. That's going to be Carroll. She backs up, comes in a couple steps, makes a catch. And that's going to be out number 2. Carroll was being fooled by the ball with that wind blowing in from left center. She takes a couple steps back and has to come back in, makes a catch. And now it's going to bring up Emma Barwick here now to the plate. Barwick hitting .284 on the season, 21 base hits, 11 ribbies, 5 doubles, and 2 home runs. First pitch. Chopper left side to Skinner, and that's going to be an error on Skinner as Barwick's going to reach base on the error. So chalk up E5. And that's going to bring top of the order and Amber Doherty. Doherty, she's batting .381 on the season. She has 37 base hits, 15 RBIs, and 3 doubles. Skinner now playing way in. First pitch, Doherty is going to be low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Doherty ground out to short. Back in inning number 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Ball goes to the outfield. Luckily, Carroll was right there to pick it up. Barwick still second. So now you got Barwick on at second here with 2 outs. Next pitch from Danny. Low and outside for a ball. Two balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. I don't know where that missed. 3 balls and a strike now on Amber Doherty. Must have been low. So now 3-1. Here to Doherty. The 3-1. Shots it back over here to the sits. Fires over in time. 1-3 put out. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits. There was an error. And 1 runner left on base. We're going to the bottom half of inning number 2. Morningside 1, Hastings nothing, as this is Bronco softball here on Extreme Sports.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continuing to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this. We're trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you, going bottom half of inning number 2. Lee, Pena, Medeiros due up. Lee, first pitch, line drive, left field. That baby is gone. 1 pitch, 1 swing, and the game tying run here for Lauren Lee. She ties this baby up at 1. That's her 5th home run on the season. That ball had no doubt written all over it. That's going to bring up Kaylee Pena to the plate. 4, 5, 6 due up. But now it's going to be Pena, Medeiros, and then going to bring up Sam Skinner in this inning. As we get time as ball is thrown back into play. And what a shot from Lauren Lee. Left center gap. All barrels. Now the first pitch here to Kaylee. That misses for a ball, 1-0. Pino. She's hitting .310 on the season with 26 base hits, 19 RBIs. Next pitch, line to left. Doherty. No, it's going to be caught there by Barwick as she comes up from center field. So that's going to bring up now Ana Medeiros to the plate. Medeiros batting .256 on the season. She has 20 base hits, 17 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 2 home runs. First pitch on the way. That's going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Hastings tied this baby up on a line drive home run there from Lauren Lee. The 1-0. Anna takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. They said Fleege on the mound. Said she's a 1.75 ERA. She is 11-5 on the season. The 1-1 to Medeiros. That's upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Medeiros now ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. Like I said, Hastings lost game 1 to Waldorf on the baseball side, 10-6. And now they lead 13-2. Next pitch, just missed outside for a ball, 3-2. So Medeiros worked the count full. This is the only softball game going on in the Jeep Pack here on a Sunday afternoon. The 3-2. Anna drives it to the left. That's going to be well out of play foul. We'll do it again. G-Pack baseball, Morningside trailing at Briar Cliff 7-0. Doane leads Midland 3-0 in the bottom half of inning number 2. Morningside, that's doubleheader today, so all these will be doubleheaders here today. So that's only 2 baseball games other than Hastings and Waldorf this afternoon. The 3-2, Medeiros drives it to left center, going to pick it up there by Doherty, and makes the catch. So 2 away here for Fleege and Morningside, and that's going to bring up Sam Skinner to the plate. First pitch on the way to Sam. She drives this thing to left field side. That's going to be out of play. 0-1. Hastings, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error. Morningside, 1 run and 1 hit as well. As we're waiting for more softballs. As Coach Eric Williams can't hit a target, apparently. As he throwing the softball in, overthrows the catcher. Thank God he can't listen or can't hear me right now, as he'd say something. I'm just kidding. No balls and 1 strike here to Sam Skinner. The 0-1. Pops up the shoot. That's going to be Skradsky, picks it up or gets it, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. So Lauren Lee gets the lone run of the inning, a solo shot, lead off the inning in the first pitch. So then 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and no one left on base. We're tied at 1. Morningside 1, Hastings 1. As this is Broncos softball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. Who's, Graff, and Kapler due up here. Here for HC is the first pitch. The Who's is in there for a strike. 0-1. No, excuse me. It's Morningside up. Should be Noel, Harrell, and Fleege. Get your scorecard right. So it's Noel, Harrell, and Fleege 2, 3, 4. So it's no balls and 2 strikes here on Jalen Noel, as she was able to score back in inning number 1. Pitch will be low for a ball, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes here, Noel. Danny sits back in the circle. The 1-2. Line to left field, that's going to be who? She makes the play. Nope, just goes off the edge of her glove, but foul territory. No harm done. As we'll do it again. As Who's almost made the play and left. But it drops foul. So if Noel gets on to be Mackenzie Harrell, she reached base on a walk. Also in her last AB. So the 1-2 pitch from Danny Sitz to Jalen Noel. Sitz gets their sign and comes set. And the pitch. Line shot, base hit, center field. So Noel gets her first base hit of the ball game. And that's going to bring up Mackenzie Harrell to the plate. A bunt coming here, probably here from Morningside. See if they can move Noel over to scoring position. Skinner coming way in. Lee is playing in line with the first base bag. First pitch. Foul back to the screen, 0-1. As a second base hit of the ball game for Morningside. The 0-1 shows bunt. Goes foul. So now Harrell down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Playing 2 here today between Hastings and Morningside. Morningside, like I mentioned, they're tied for 3rd in the conference with Midland with 8-2 record here in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. The 0-2 pitch from Danny. Swing and a miss. Harrell goes down swinging. That's me strikeout number 2 there for Danny Sitz. And that's going to bring Fleege to the plate. Batting .304 in the season. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Play at second. Ball gets dropped from Graff. Had Noel at second, but Graff wasn't able to hang on to the ball, so that's going to be a stolen base for Noel. So now you got a runner on at second. There's your bunt. First pitch was in there for a strike, so it's no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Line shot center field. Carroll going back. Plants her feet. Makes the catch. Runner bluffs. Nice throw there by Carroll to make sure Noel wasn't going anywhere. So fly out to center. Goes to Fleege. And that's going to bring up Josie Hernandez to the plate. Hernandez flew out to Carroll in her last AB. So now runner on second, 2 outs. See if Sitz can get herself out of this. First pitch. Line shot left center field. That's going to be gapped. That's going to score a run. That's going to score Noel. Play at second base. It's going to be not in time. And that's going to be a double there for Hernandez and an RBI. So Noel scores. Gives Morningside now the 2-1 lead. And that's going to bring Lillian Harris to the plate. Harris flew out to Graff back in inning number 1. First pitch. Foul left field side. First strike, it's going to be 0-1. Now still the runner on second with Hernandez and 2 outs. Next pitch on the way to Harris. Ground ball back to the sits. She can't find it, and she's going to reach base. Hernandez goes to third. That's going to be a base hit. So let's see. They're going to I think they're going to roll an error E1 on the play. So no base hit for Harris. It's going to be an E1. That's going to be the second Bronco error here in this ball game. So Hernandez at third, Harris at first, and that's going to bring up Gerritz to the plate. First pitch almost hits their third base coach. That's going to be foul, 0-1. Gerritz struck out in her first at bat back in the second inning. The 0-1. Line shot, center field. Carroll going back. She makes the catch over the center field fence. That's going to count. So that's going to end the inning. Nice play there from Sophia Carroll out in center. So 1 run on 2 base hits. There's 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We're going to the bottom half inning number 3. Morningside 2, Hastings 1, as this is Bronco softball.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Going to the bottom half, inning number 3, Marcus Metcalf with you. 2-1, Morningside with the lead. That's going to bring up Who's, Graff, and Kapler. Who's playing left field here today? Our first AB of the afternoon. First pitch is going to be inside for a ball 1-0. The 1-0. That's going to miss for a ball 2-0. The 2-0. Popped up the chute. That's going to be Skradsky calling everybody off for the catch. That's going to be the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Gracie Graff to the plate. Gracie hitting 164 in the season with 9 base hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Graff playing short today. As we got time called. First pitch on the way here, Gracie. That's going to catch the plate for a strike, 0-1. As Fleege's still in the circle here for Morningside. Next pitch on the way. That's me outside for a ball, 1-1. As Fleege now has 85 strikeouts on the season. Next pitch, fouled out of play. Bring the count now here to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get some other scores from across the country really quick. Baylor leads Cincinnati in baseball 8-3. Dallas Baptist and Sam Houston are tied at 4 apiece. Next pitch in there high for a ball, 2-2. Illinois is having a hard time with New Orleans as they're tied in the bottom or top half of inning number 9, 7-7. UCLA number 1, UCLA Oliver Rutgers 7-2. Next pitch says it was a hit by pitch. So Graf's going to reach base on a hit by pitch. And that's going to bring up top of the order, Caden Kapler. Kapler threw out to left field in her first at bat. See if we can provide some other scores across, let's say, the Big Ten Conference. Indiana leads at Maryland 6-4. In the SEC, Florida all over Georgia in this game, 13-5. The Gators with the lead. First pitch on the way here to Kapler. That's going to miss for a ball, 1-0. Like I mentioned earlier, Nebraska and Oregon going to go here about a half hour. As Nebraska and Oregon have split the series thus far at 1 game apiece. The 1-0. That hits the knob of the bat. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Other scores, Michigan State leads Michigan 3-2. And Virginia leads Notre Dame 6-4. Next pitch, fouled out of play. 1-2. Big sports day, the Masters final round. Going right now down in Augusta, Georgia. As of right now, we get a 3-way tie for the lead. Next pitch, ground ball to short. Throw to the first in time. Kapler 6-4 put out, but that does move Graf over to second. Or 6-3 put out, excuse me. So that's going to bring Sophia Carroll to the plate. Not 6-4 put out, 6-3 put out. As we got discussion from Coach Baker. Carroll coming to the plate. She struck out in her first AB back in inning number 1. First pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, top of the leaderboard, Sam Burns, Cameron Young, and Rory McElroy tied at 11 under. Justin Rhodes sitting there at fourth place at 9 under. Next pitch in here to Sophia Carroll is going to be down low for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. That's inside for a ball, 2-1. Like I mentioned, Carroll coming into this ball game. She hit 282 on the season. The 2-1. Line shot back up the middle, base hit. Baker's going to hold at first. Carroll's going to go for 2, and she does. So that's going to be a single and it's going to be a single for Carroll and an advancement on the throw. And that's going to move Graf to third. Graf was able to go past third, so it's going to be runners at second and third here with 2 outs. So that's from Lexi Mudloff to the plate. First pitch. Mudloff finds a base hit left field. That's going to score 1. Baker holds Carroll there at third base. So RBI there for Lexi Mudloff. Going to bring home Gracie Graf. So an RBI and a base hit. So now you got runners at the corners here with 2 outs. Tied now at 2 apiece. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. That's going to bring up Lauren Lee to the plate, see if she can drive another one to see First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. See if Fleege see if she gives Lauren Lee a ball to hit and see if she can drive it to left again. I don't think she wants to do that. The 1-0 pitch to Lauren Lee. That misses low and outside for a ball, 2-0. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Hastings has played a run here in inning number 3 to tie this baby at 2. Fleege gets her sign, comes set, and the pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Hastings 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. Morningside 2 runs and 3 hits. The next pitch, changeup, just misses high for a ball, 3-1. The 3-1. Here to Lauren Lee. Fastball down low for a ball. That's going to be a walk. That's going to load the bases. And that's going to bring Kaylee Pino to the plate. Pino hitting .310 on the season going into this ball game. She flew out to center in her first AB. So now bases loaded. Let's see if Pino can give the Broncos the lead. First pitch here to Kaylee. That hits her in the helmet. She's going to be credited with the RBI on the hit by pitch. That'll score Carroll. Everybody moves up 60 feet. So that's going to be a first hit by pitch, an RBI to Pino. Gives the Broncos the lead, and that's going to bring up Ana Medeiros to the plate. Medeiros flew out to left in her first AB. First pitch on the way here to Ana. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup. Way early on that one is Ana. That's going to be shooting down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Well outside for a ball, 1-2. Hastings with their first lead of the ball game, now leading 3-2 over here against Morningside. The 1-2. Line shot left field side. That's going to go top of the play area. It's going to get stuck. That's repeated again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Here from Fleege. Misses down low for a ball, 2-2. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to get the bases loaded. Update from Madison, Wisconsin. The Huskers all over the Badgers, 10-1. The 2-2. Popped to right center or right field. Harrell's underneath it, does make the catch. And that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 1 base hit. There were no errors. And 3 runners left on base. We're through 3. Hastings 3, Morningside 2. This is Bronco Softball.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. Update from Forest City, Iowa. Bronco baseball team leads now 16-3 in some school history as Evan Morrison now has a school record 4 home runs in a season with 12. He has hit 2 today, a grand slam and a 3-run bomb in game number in here this weekend. So now Evan Morrison now is the sole leader of home runs in a season in Bronco history. So congrats to Evan Morrison for his 12th home run this season. As we're going to have here 8-9-1 due up here for Morningside here in the softball diamond. It's Skradsky, Barwick, and Doherty. Danny sits back in the circle. First pitch was in there for a ball. Next pitch, line drive, base hit, left center. Skradsky gets on base on a base hit. That's going to be the Mustangs' 4th base hit of the ball game. And that's going to bring up Emma Barwick to the plate. Corners now in Lee and Skinner, both playing in front of their respective bags. Expecting a bunt here from Barwick. See if they can move Skradsky over to second. Here comes the bunt. Offers at it. That's going to be a strike on 1. Like I said, Hastings baseball up 16-3 up in Forest City. Softball team leading 3-2 here in the softball diamond. Bunt's going to lay down beautifully. That's going to be a 3-4 putout. Advances Skradsky over to second. So Barwick pays a bill, moves the runner over, and that's going to bring up Amber Doherty to the plate. Doherty, she's 0 for 2. She is grounded out both times. Once to Graff and one to Sitz. So now runner at second, 1 out. For the top half, or the top of the order here for Morningside. First pitch to Doherty is going to be low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Beautiful day here. It's 75 degrees. South wind's blowing about 10 miles an hour. The 1-0. Change up. No where that missed. 2-0. Noelle has scored twice. She has a single to her credit here this afternoon. Next pitch, that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Skinner's playing way in now. Lee's playing even with the first base bag. Mudloff playing more up the middle. Graff playing in her normal shortstop position. The pitch. Foul back to the screen. Now evens the count now here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. See if Skinner's going to play in the same spot she is. As a 2-2 pitch here from Danny Sitz. On the way. Ground ball left side. Skinner looks back, throws back to first. In time. Skinner had to look back. The runner at second almost wasn't able to beat out Doherty to the first base bag, but she does. So that's going to be a 5-3 putout. And Skradsky stays there at second base. Almost a bang-bang play there at first, but gets the out nonetheless. And that's going to bring up Jalen Noel to the plate. Noel's first pitch. It's going to be low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Yep, Noel has the single and the 2 runs scored for Morningside. The 1-0 pitch. Shows bunt. Throw play at third base. Not in time. The ball gets away. And Skradsky's going to score from second. So an error on the throw. I'm going to roll an E2 on the play. E2 on the throw. That's going to score a run. So now it ties this baby back up at 3. So stolen base and an E2 on the throw. Next pitch, low and outside for a ball, 3-0. So an unearned run there for HC. .30 pitch to Noel. That's in there for a strike. Now 3-1. See if Danny can fight back here. Get herself an out and get out of this inning. The 3-1. Must have been high for a ball 4. And that's going to bring up Mackenzie Harrell to the plate. Harrell has walked and struck out here in her 2 ABs, so officially 0 for 1. Now with Noel at first. 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Ball shot up to left center field. That's Carroll. Back near the fence and does make the catch for the final out of the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit. There's an error. And 1 runner left on base. Going to bottom half of inning number 4. Tied at 3. This is Broncos softball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. Update from Forest City, Iowa. Broncos continue to put more salt in the wound as they now lead Waldorf 18-3. So the Broncos making it worth their while up there in Forest City. As after they dropped game 1 today, 10-6, now they're run all over Waldorf, now 18-3. Here on the softball diamond here in Hastings, we're tied at 3 apiece. Bottom half of inning number 4. And that's going to bring up to the plate. That's going to be Sam Skinner, and she's going to take the first pitch to the left field for a base hit. So Sam Skinner gets her first base hit in the afternoon. 7-8-9. It's going to bring up Reagan Hoos to the plate. She flew out to Skradsky, the shortstop, back in her first AB. Shows bunt. Lays down a great bunt. It's going to pay a bill. 1-3 put out. Move Skinner to second. And that's going to bring up Gracie Graff to the plate.
Number 11, Gracie Graff.
Graff was hit by a pitch back in inning number 3, and she came around to score. 1 of 2 runs scored for the Broncos back in inning number 3. First pitch to Gracie. Low in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Skinner at second with 1 out. As Fleegee back in the circle, gets their sign, comes set, and the pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Graf back in the box. Get ready for the 2-0 pitch. Fouls it back to the screen. We strike 2-1. Graf, like I said, no recorded AB as he was hit by the pitch. Back in inning number 3. It's her and Carroll were able to score back in inning number 3. The 2-1. That missed for a ball, 3-1. Three-one. Line shot right field side. That ball's going to get into the bullpen area and out of play. That's going to bring count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Update from Madison, Wisconsin. Huskers all over Wisconsin, 12-1. In bottom half inning number 5. Husker baseball getting ready to get set to take on the Oregon Ducks out in Eugene here in about 10 minutes. The 3-2. Foul ball left side. Troy has an error on Troy Baker there in the third base box, even though he'll field that cleanly. Just kidding. No, we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Graf's at the plate here for HC. The 3-2. Change-up called. Strike 3. Strikeout. Strikeout number 2 on the afternoon. And that's going to bring up Caton Kapler to the plate, top of the order. Skinner at second. Kapler up to bat now as she's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch. Kapler fouls it straight up in the air. First baseman Guritz gets there. Makes a catch right by the dugout to end the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We're through 4. Morningside 3, Hastings 3, as this is Broncos softball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
Back here at the Bill. Marcus Metcalf with you. 4, 5, 6 due up. Fleege, Hernandez, and Harris. Danny sits back in the circle here for HC. First pitch on the way. Be outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Well, low in the dirt for a ball, 2-0. Fleege 1 for 2 with a single. Fleege, Hernandez, Harris due up. Here for the Mustangs here in inning number 5. The 2-0. That messes up for a ball, 3-0. The 3-0 here from Danny. That missed for a ball, 4-pitch walk. And that's going to bring up Josie Hernandez to the plate, the Mustangs catcher. Corners will be playing in again. Skinner and Lee. They're expecting a bunt from Hernandez. See if they can move Fleege over to second. Bunt. Bunt gets down. Play only plays at first. 5-3 put out. On the sack bunt. That's going to move Fleege over to second. So Hernandez pays a bill, and that's going to bring up Lillian Harris to the plate. Harris flew out the graph here in inning number 1 and reached on an error back in inning number 3. So runner at second now with 1 out. That pitch gets away from Medeiros, and that's going to take Fleege over to third. So now a runner in third now here with 1 out. Here for Morningside in inning number 5. Harris back in the box, sits, gets the pitch, and comes set. Next pitch just misses outside for a ball 2-0. Infield in now to see if they can cut the run. All 4 infield, Skinner, Graff, Mudloff, and Lee all playing in. The 2-0. Ball towards the left field side. It's going to be foul ball. Skinner wasn't able to get over there. That's going to be a strike. 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 here to Harris. Batting in the 6 hole here today for the Mustangs. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Brings the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Harris. The 2-2. Ball straight up the chute. Has been picked up here by Carroll. Shallow center. Runner bluffs. Nice throw by Carroll for out number 2. As Fleege stays there at third, and that's going to bring up McKenna Gertz to the plate. Gertz officially 0 for 2 here this afternoon. See if Danny can get out of this with no damage done. First pitch on the way. Low in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 from Danny. Foul back straight at us. We're not at Duncan Field today, so I can't get my 50 cents. Count now at 1 ball, 1 strike to McKenna Gertz. The 1-1. Foul, third base side. 1-2. Sitz can get out of this. I'll bring it 2-3-4. Do it for Hastings. And the bottom half of inning number 5, it'll be Carroll, Mudloff, and Lee. Let's see if Danny can get out of this first. The 1-2. Line shot left field side. It's Hughes. She's going to track underneath it. Does make the catch for the final out of the inning. So nice job by Danny to work her way around the leadoff walk. Leave the runner stranded at third base. So no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. Going to bottom half of inning number 5. We're tied at 3. This is Broncos softball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. Bottom half of inning number 5. We were tied at 3 apiece. As I bring up Carroll, Mudloff, and Lee. Do it for HC here in bottom half in inning number 5. As Luigi's still in the circle. First pitch is going to be a line drive base hit up the middle for Sophia Carroll. As that is her second single of the ball game. She's 2 for 3 today. And that's going to bring up Lexi Mudloff to the plate. As Mudloff is 1 for 2 today. Next, first pitch. Caught over there by Coach Baker. Nice hands. As he's 1 for 2 on those today. So ball goes foul. It's going to bring the count no balls and 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. Carroll, it's going to be a 6-4. No double play, but a 6-4 fielder's choice. So Carroll's out at second. Mudloff reaches on the fielder's choice. And that's going to bring Lauren Lee to the plate as she has a home run here today as she was able to get the Broncos' first run back in inning number 2. See if she can do it again. First pitch. High and tight for a ball, 1-0. So Mudloff at first with 1 out. Hastings with 3 errors in this contest. 1-0. That catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. That messes upstairs for ball, 2-1. Throw back over to first, not in time. Now it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. About the same spot. This time it's called for a ball, 3-1. Three to 1. 3-1 count. Tied at 3. Next pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. Throw down at second. Not in time. Mudloff steals second. And now brings the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now you got a runner in scoring position here for Lauren Lee. Right down the left field line. Sounds pretty good right now. Full count here to Lauren Lee. The pitch. Lee pops it up the chute. That's going to be Stradsky. Gets underneath it for the out. That's going to out number 2. And that's going to bring up Kaylee Pino now to the plate. So Mudloff over there at second. Pino to the plate. She was hit by a pitch in inning number 3. And she flew out to center. First pitch on the way here to Kaylee. Kaylee pops it back out of play, 0-1. He said Nebraska softball up in Wisconsin. All over the Badgers today. Husker baseball team out in Eugene, Oregon. Next pitch on the way is for a ball, 1-1. It has gone final up in Madison. Huskers all over the Badgers with the sweep, 12-2. And Nebraska baseball underway out in Eugene. The 1-1. This is low in the dirt for a ball, 2-1. Mudloff thought about stealing third, but holds up. The 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. The 2-2. Line drive center field. That's going to be caught by Barwick. Pino put the barrel on that one, but right to Barwick there in center, and that's going to end the inning. So no runs on one base hit. There were no errors and one runner left on base. We're through 5. We were tied at 3. As this is Bronco softball.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at Bill Smith Softball Complex. We are tied at 3. Going to the top half of inning number 6. It's 8-9-1 due up here for the Mustangs. Yeah, it's going to be Skradsky taking the first pitch from Danny Sitz. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Skradsky's 1 for 2. She is a single and she has scored a run. Next pitch on the way, well, missed outside for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch here from Danny. Misses upstairs for a ball, 3-0. See if Danny can find the strike zone here. The 3-0. Low in the dirt for a ball. That's a 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring it Barwick now to the plate. Barwick is 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error, and then she paid a bill with on a bunt. See if she'll do the same thing again as the corners are in, Lee and Skinner. First pitch, she swings away. Goes out of play, or foul territory down third base side, 0-1. Update from Eugene, Oregon. After Nebraska grounded out or in a double play to start the inning, Case Sanderson first pitch, or on the third pitch of the at-bat, homers to left field. The Huskers up 1-0 now early in Eugene. Next pitch, swing and a miss. As Barwick wanted to not swing and then did want to swing, so it's going to be no balls and 2 strikes. So, yeah, great update from Eugene, and see if Nebraska can come away with another series win. Improve their record in the Big Ten Conference. Next pitch is called, strike 3. So that's going to bring Amber Doherty to the plate. So strikeout number 3 there for Danny Sitz. And that's going to be top of the order, and Amber Doherty. So runner on at first with 1 out. First pitch on the way, low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Doherty playing left field today. Here from Morningside. The 1-0. Foul back to the screen. Now he needs the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Playing 2 here today. I mentioned Morningside tied with Midland. It tied for 3rd in the conference with 8 wins and 2 losses in conference play. The 1-1. That's outside for a ball, 2-1. Hastings tied for 10th with College of St. Mary at 3-9. Hastings has 4 more series after today at Northwestern and Briar Cliff. Next pitch for a ball, 3-1. Friday, Saturday at Northwestern. And Saturday at Briar Cliff, and then they'll play the following Wednesday at the College of St. Mary's before they'll be home for one last time against Mount Marty. Next pitch is going to miss for a ball. It's going to be a walk. So now you have runners on at first and second with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Jalen Noel to the plate. So the next time the Broncos will be at home will be on the following, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 25th. Pitch going to be for a bunt going down third base line. Good job, or a good bunt there from Noel. So that's going to load the bases. And that's going to bring up Mackenzie Harrell to the plate. Harrell has reached base once in the back of the first inning, and then she struck out and flew out to center. Next pitch going to be line left field side, just going to be foul. As Coach Eric Williams is going to call time, going to talk to his pitcher. I get bases juiced full of Mustangs. One out. Go back to some scores from across the country. Going to the SEC, Alabama leads Arkansas 2-0. Purdue leads Northwestern 5-0. Tennessee leading Mississippi State 2-1. See if I can go back for some scores from earlier. As Coach Williams still talking to his defense out there and his pitcher. UCLA does defeat Rutgers 9-2. Bruins are now 33-2 on the season, 18-0 in the Big Ten Conference. So it seems like the Big Ten's going to have to run through Westwood. The 0-1 pitch. That hits her. That's going to bring in a run. Now Morningside now with the lead, 4-3. So by pitch and RBI. That's going to bring up Fleege to the plate. Base is still loaded, full of Mustangs. So now Morningside now has the 4-3 lead. First pitch, that hits her. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Another run scores. And that's going to bring up Hernandez now. As no one's getting loose down there in the bullpen. Quite yet. So now 5-3 with Morningside with the lead. Next pitch, the first pitch to Hernandez is outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Outside for a ball, 2-0. Sits back in the circle. The 2-0. Must have been low for a ball, 3-0. Infield in. The 3-0. That misses inside for a ball. That's going to bring home another run. I think we're going to have a pinch hitter. Looks like number 32. So pinch hitter here for Morningside. First pitch on the way. Misses again outside for a ball, 1-0. Puts Laney Keller in. And I think this is going to be it all. This is going to be it for Danny, and it is. So we're going to have a pitching change. Tell you all about it when we come back, because this is Bronco softball.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
Back here at the Bill Smith Softball Complex, Marcus Metcalf with you. Bailey Schmidt now into the ball game here for HC. See if she can limit the damage here for the Broncos as they trail now 6-3 here in top half inning number 6. First pitch on the way is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 from Bailey. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Keller up the plate here for Morningside. She pinch hit for Harris. The 1-1. That just misses for a ball, 2-1. The pitch. That misses for a ball. That's going to be ball 4. That's going to bring home another run. So now the Mustangs have played 4 here in top half inning number 6. And that's going to bring Gertz the plate. Actually, it's going to be a pinch hitter. Ashlyn Caniglia. Caniglia now pinch hitting. For Gertz. And then we're going to have a pinch runner. Beach is now going to run for Hernandez at second. So now we got everything situated. Caniglia at the plate. Beach at second now. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 now here from Bailey. Foul back out of play. That's going to bring the count now no balls and 2 strikes. Morningside has played 4 runs here in the inning off 1 base hit. The 0-2. Missed outside for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2 now here from Bailey. Foul back again. Repeat it again. See if Bailey can get herself into double play here and get out of this thing. The 1-2. Misses outside for a ball. Brings count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Misses upstairs for a ball, and that counts full. Only 1 base hit. The 3-2. Line shot up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. They'll hold a runner at third. So station to station. Go the Mustangs. And that's going to be an RBI single there for Caniglia, and that's going to bring Skradsky back to the plate here for Morningside as they have batted around this inning. So Skradsky scored to start the inning. So we got some drama going on at Augusta. Rory McIlroy just double bogeyed. Any of you Rory McIlroy fans probably didn't want to hear that. First pitch to Skradsky is outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Line shot, base hit. Up the middle. 1 run will score. Station to station again. So now the Mustangs are all over this. So now it's going to bring up Emma Barwick to the plate. Barwick now to the plate. She struck out to begin this inning, or the second batter of the inning. And that's the only out thus far. First pitch. That misses for a ball, 1-0. Morningside now leads at 9-3. 9 runs on only 6 base hits. Next pitch down low for a ball, 2-0. They've scored 6 runs in this inning on 3 base hits. The 2-0. Fouled out of play, 2-1. Barwick can keep the inning going. They'll bring up top of the order and Amber Doherty. The 2-1. Back up the middle, off the pitcher's glove. It's going to score a run, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. That is going to score, excuse me, it's going to score Keller. It's 1-4-3. Runners now at second and third. Now runner second and third with 2 outs. 1-0 count here to Doherty. Line shot, base hit up the middle. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second at play at the plate. And she drops the ball. So Caniglia will score. And Skradsky will score. Also going to be ruled an error on Ana Medeiros. So a single for Doherty. And then she advances on the throw. That's going to bring up Noel to the plate. First pitch to her, misses for a ball, 1-0. Pitch on the way, low for a ball, 2-0. So Noel is 2 for 3 on the day, or 2 for 2 on the day. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but ball's in there for a strike, 2-1. So Noel, she has scored 3 times. She has 2 singles. The 2-1. Popped up to shoot. As colliding, that's going to be an error on the play. Doherty scores. As Mudloff and Lee didn't communicate. Noel reaches base on the error. No RBI. But it does play another Morningside run. That's bringing up Mackenzie Harrell now to the plate. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That misses in the dirt for a ball, 2-0. Next pitch, misses in the dirt for a ball. Runner goes, play at second. Not in time. Noel steals second. Ball misses for a ball, 3-0. This is the 14th Morningside batter to come to the plate. Next pitch fouls out of play, 3-1. Three-one. All back out of play again. Now count now runs full. Noel on at second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Three-two here from Bailey. Foul ball, third base side. We'll do it again. Morningside scoring 10 runs here, top of inning number 6. Ball hit left field side. That's Hughes. Hughes calls it, gets underneath it, does make the catch, and finally ends the inning. So Morningside scores 10 runs. 10 runs on 4 base hits. There was an error. And 1 runner left on base. Going by inning number 6. Morningside 13. Hastings 3. As this is Bronco softball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back here at the Bill, Marcus Metcalf with you. Hastings got to do some damage here if they want to keep this game going, otherwise this baby's going to end in 6 innings. As they're going to bring up 6, 7, 8, Madero, Skinner, and Who's. First pitch on the way here to Maderos. It's going to be inside for a ball, 1-0. Broncos trail by 10, 13-3. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Line base hit left field side. Gets between third and short. Maderos gets her first base hit of the afternoon. Update from Eugene, Oregon. Oregon now leads the Huskers 2-1. Looks like we're going to have a runner as it's going to be Jaslyn Moreno doing the running now here for Ana Maderos. So Moreno at first. It's now Kyle Humphreys is now going to bat for Sam Skinner. So Humphreys going to bat here for Sam Skinner. With Moreno now running for Maderos at first. Hastings 3 runs on 6 hits. They have 5 errors. Morningside 13 runs on 7 hits, and they've committed no errors. First pitch here to Humphreys. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Yep, battle in Eugene. Oregon bats come alive in the bottom half of inning number 2 as they had a 2-run shot. Now the Ducks lead 2-1. The 0-1. Ball straight shoot up the chute. That's going to be picked up there by Barwick in center. Bring out for out number 1. Reagan Who's now to the plate. Who's is 0 for 2 today. First pitch on the way. Fouls it off the catcher's mitt. 0-1. Runner on, that's Moreno at first. 1 out. The 0-1 here to Reagan. This is down low for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Line drive left field. Doherty going back on it, makes the catch. Hard hit from Who's, but that lands right into the hands of Doherty there in left for inning number 2. Now the Broncos down to their final out. As we're going to have Washburn now to bat here for Graff. Maybe Washburn now batting in the 9-hole spot. Broncos down to their final out, trailing by 10 here in bottom half of inning number 6. Now everybody's set. First pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike on 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Broncos down to their final strike. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that'll end the ball game. So Morningside with a 10 spot in the 6th. Makes it a big difference in this ballgame as they were able to win 13-3. 13 runs on 7 hits. They had no errors. Morningside scored 1 run in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 10 in the 6th. Hastings, 3 runs on 6 hits. They had 5 errors. They scored 1 run in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and that's all she wrote for the Broncos as they fell in this first contest to Morningside 13-3. That drops the Broncos to 3-10 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, 12-18 on the season. That moves Morningside to 9-2 on the season, in conference play, and 18-13. That'll be it for game number 1. We'll take about a 25-30 minute break. We'll send you back to regular scheduled programming, and we'll be back for game number 2 between the Mustangs and the Broncos, as this is Bronco softball here on Extreme Sports.
We've come to the end of the first game of today's doubleheader, but there's still more Broncos action ahead. Stay tuned. Game 2 is coming up next on Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College sports.
Seventh green. He is Spencer Aguiar. Make sure you check out all of Spencer's work. Tee Off Sports.